Guys, there is so much to be excited about right now. Crazy, crazy excited. We're coming out of the heavy hitters boot camps, and they're coming on strong this week. Right now, Treasure Island, Florida, they're killing it there. I'm getting great feedback, getting texts from people that are there. We've got coming up, we've got Chicago on Wednesday. We've got Cleveland on Thursday, Indianapolis on Friday. I'm personally going to be at both Chicago and Cleveland. The training has been insane. If you are not yet registered for one of those, we need you to register. We got to have that head count for COVID reasons and also for food. Andy's going to get lunch, so we just got to make sure we got to have a good number, good head count. But I'm telling you, if you can at all get to one, if it's within anywhere close to driving distance, guys, let's go. Let's get to one of these. These are massive. There's big stuff comes out of them every single time. So I'm telling you, if you can get to one, get yourself to one. We've got other crazy stuff going on. We got the American Amicable Cash Contest. They're going to give away cash over the next 2 months. American Amicable, they got some really cool products. I would get rolling with American Amicable ASAP so you can get your hands on that cash. It's going to go to somebody. They're going to give the cash out to somebody. It might as well be you, right? Just because you don't win it doesn't mean the cash isn't given out. It's going to be given out to someone. I want it to be you. If you don't have the details, text me, text Jeremeko, text Key Leader. Somebody will get you the info on the American Amicable Cash Money Contest. Cash. All right. Crazy numbers this week. The top 5, all over $10,000 for the week. Going to read those numbers off in a moment. All 5 over 10 grand for the week. And we got crazy stuff happening outside of that. You won't hear it on the numbers because it just happened this Saturday, but Seth and Adina Decker, new directs to me in Florida. Last week, you heard them on the call, 16,000 submitted that week. This Saturday, they wrote over 15,000, just short of 16,000 just this weekend. And they have gotten into a mess of annuities. It's going to be crazy. I'm on a planning call with them tomorrow trying to figure out how we're going to attack this annuity opportunity, this massive annuity opportunities come their way. We got so much good stuff going on. Hey, next week, we're going to move this call off of Zoom to YouTube. So a new link will go out. So let's promote it. Tell people. Adam's still going to send the zip whip out, the zip whip reminder. But remember, if your folks aren't already in the system, they don't get that zip whip reminder. So they need that reminder from you. Probably won't be a bad idea for you to send a zip whip to everybody that you've got in your universe. Just remind them about the call. But next Monday, we're moving to YouTube. All right, I've got some guests. I want you to hear the numbers. Oh, and by the way, the Monday message, we're moving to a 30-minute call. Going to get it tighter, going to get it more compact because we all got stuff to do. We're going to get together, get motivated, get on the same page, and then we're going to go re-attack. Speaking of Dial Jam coming up at 2:30 after we get off this call, we'll have time to get another hour worth of dials in before the Dial Jam starts. All right, we got all that. All right, so guests today, I've got Sean Quigley, I've got Jeremeko. I want you to hear from them, and then I'm going to talk to you about how to become more aware. Not being self-aware is one of the most expensive habits you can have. People say this habit's a super expensive habit. This negative habit's a super expensive habit. I agree with all that, but I'm telling you, being self-aware or lack of being self-aware is crazy expensive. It's costing you all the good stuff in life. I'm telling you. So we're going to talk about that to close out the call. All right, let's get going with the numbers. All producers over 1,000 last week. We'll start with Janice Prysock, $1,025.52. Greg Kagozi, $1,086.24. Jackie Johnson, $1,173. Seth and Adina Decker, $1,357.08. Brandon and Ashley Beal, $1,462.92. Neil Barley, $1,473.48. Eduardo Soto, $1,943.88. Darlene Garcia, $1,949.50. Austin Heater, $2,399.52. Josephine Shields Recas, $2,919.60. Sabrina Floyd, $3,739.92. Alfonso Bell, again, buddy, $4,089.84. You getting momentum, Alfonso? Fired up, bro. That's awesome. Next would be me. I wrote $6,719.40. Gustavo Mercedes Tehran, 10 applications, $7,342.92. All right, I told you the top 5 are all over 10 grand. Number 5, Evan Patzer, $667.64 across 13 apps. Way to go, brother. Mimi Ramiro, number 4, $15,216.24. Number 2, get this, 22 applications. People say, why do you get fired up about application count? Because when I see a large application count, I know that that's likely to happen again. I'm telling you, Jeremeko, dude, 22 applications. Jeremeko Edwards in 7 days, 22 applications, $15,312.84. What's the difference between 2 and 3? Less than $100. Woo. Number 1 for the week, but one number 1, and that number 1 last week was Mark Hutchison, $29,738.72. Way to go, Mark. I know you back up to getting into those $70,000 and $80,000 personal production months, man. Keep rocking, and you got crazy growth going on underneath you too, and that team going crazy. There's gonna be a bunch of them in Chicago and Cleveland this week. Woo, so much good stuff going on. Let's go to completed fast tracks. We got all with one direct completed fast track. Daniel Clayton, Seth Decker, Greg Kagozi, Carlos Martinez, Mimi Ramiro, and Linda Galvayo. With 3 direct completed fast tracks. You've got My Base Shop, number 1, and 4 direct completed fast tracks. You've got Brandon and Ashley Beal. All with completed new agent contracts. You got Stephen Davies, My Base Shop here, sorry. Robert Bruce, Michael Guerra, Linda Galvao, Mimi Ramiro, and Nick Greco. More of those guys coming up under Hutch, man, coming up under Hindu. Crazy stuff going on with that group. I'm telling you, that group, I will be shocked if that group is not running $100,000 a month inside of 60 days. I'm just telling you. And then it's going to go to $100,000 a week. And then it's going to go to $250,000 a week. That's the crazy momentum going on that team right now. Crazy. All right, and then leading the way with 2 direct completed contracts last week, Brandon and Ashley Beal. Way to go. Month to date, had someone say, where are we at month to date? Month to date, the numbers we have are through Thursday, February 25th. So we'll have end of month numbers soon, but through the 25th. So there'll be, another day of production added on to this. Through the 25th, what's the top 10? You got number 10, Neil Barley, $7,418. Number 9, Deshaunda Mills, $9,295.96. Number 8, Misha Marsh. Misha getting on the dial jam early with us today, $9,580.41. Number 7, Austin Heater, $9,610.36. Austin was on there this morning with us too. Number 6, Gustavo and Mercedes Tehran, $11,266.01. Number 5 month to date, and this is going to change. Obviously, we go into March. Jeremeko coming in on fire, but number 5 in the month of February through the 25th, $12,386.57. Number 4, the Evan Patzer. Evan Patzer coming in at, where'd I put it? I lost it. $15,763.13. All right, top 3, Mimi Ramiro, $17,804.44. Number 2, Mark Hutchison, $24,890.54. And number 1 for the month of February through the 25th, that'd be yours truly with $41,335.65 in issue paid premium in the bank. Fired up about that. All right, let's get my guests on. Let's get Sean Quigley on. And Sean, I asked Sean to be on today because Sean is absolutely on fire. Absolutely on fire. And Sean's like, he's one of those people that when I look in his eyes, he's crazy like me. Does that make sense? And that's the people that get stuff done. And he's got that crazy fire on him right now. He's out there jamming it. He's sending me screenshots of his calendar from ARC, and it's just, I mean, just full of activity, right in business, keeping me in the loop. Remember, the communication is the lubrication of financial affairs. So Sean telling me what he's doing all the time has me just fired up about where he's going. But Sean, brother, I just wanted you to share some of that fire with us. I know me and you have been talking and texting a lot, but I want them to hear what's on your heart, brother.
Thanks, Stephen Davies. I appreciate it. Stevie's wrong with me. But yeah, you're right. I am crazy. So, I mean, I'm really appreciative of the team. I'm appreciative of everybody just leading by example and just getting in there and going shoulder to shoulder with this thing. Here's the thing. There's going to be stuff that happens that's going to try to knock you out. but you got to keep going. You got to keep doing it. You got to remember why you started. Remember why you started. That for me has been huge. Over communicating. Davies was talking about how, I mean, I'm texting him every day, and let me be crystal clear about the reason why I text him. I don't do it for him. I do it for me because it keeps me accountable. I text Albright every day, and I'm not looking for a response. I just want people to know, hey, I'm out there, I'm going, because I'm still jacked up. I'm still not perfect. I still mess up. But me and Davies had a pretty good talk about what should I be doing. What is it that I need to do to get to where he's at? And he challenged me. He said, dude, you need to be working 90 hours a week, 50 appointments. That's what you need to do. I said, bet, let's go. Let's do it. I don't have anything slowing me down. I mean, everybody's got stuff going on. Everybody's got things, but I committed to 50, and that's what I'm doing. Come hell or high water. And I don't know if you caught it on the Facebook group, but Belle Krause booked 49 appointments. She ran 30 of them. Do you think she cared that 19 didn't show or whatever? No, she wrote 70 grand. 70. So here's the thing. If you don't have my number, I'm going to give it out right now. You need somebody to communicate with. My area code is 919-306-5530. Again, it's 919-306-5530. Let me know. I don't sleep. I'll help if I can. Just keep going, guys. We've got this crazy momentum that is happening. And Davies, we should be the number one leg, period. We should be the number one every time. So I'm going to get off. I'm starting to ramble. I love you all. Appreciate it. Thanks, Davies.
Thank you, brother. Hey, I put your number in the chat. I think I put it in there right. Does that look right to you? Awesome. Awesome. Dude, appreciate you making yourself available, brother. You are a leader. It's one of the things about leadership. People that lead before they're supposed to lead. People that will lead before they're supposed to lead. People that are going to lead when and then, like I'll lead when, they never end up leading because they're always waiting to lead. If Sean does something leadership like that, going, hey, call me. I'll be your running buddy. I'll be your Huckleberry. I'll be in the fight with you. That's leading before you would say Sean needs to lead. He's leading before he's an agency manager. That's leadership, brother. You got me fired up. And the private Facebook, if you're not on the Alliance private Facebook, come join us on the Alliance private Facebook. I can get you on. Your key leader or agency manager can get you on. Come and communicate. Be vocal and visual. Be vocal and visual. I'm telling you, that's what leaders do. People that aren't vocal and visual, they're not leading. They're not leading. And I'm telling me that as much as I'm telling you that. In order to be leaders, we've got to be vocal and visual. Way to go, Sean. Let's get on that private Facebook. Let's light it up with success. Yeah, I saw that Belle Krause, over $70,000 this week in sales. I mean, crazy. 30 appointments. Booked 49, ran 30. I saw that too, Sean. I was like, that gets me fired up. Belle is a warrior. I got to spend time with her at the NatCon, and then again at the Heavy Hitter Boot Camp in Burlington. She ain't scared of nothing. She ain't scared of nothing. I'm telling you. Fired up. All right, Jeremeko. Dude, 22 apps in a week. Andy Albright is so proud of you, dude. I'm so proud of you. Me and Andy talk about you behind your back all the time. Your ears are burning. It's me and Andy talking about you, brother, but we were talking about you because we're so proud of you and the way you're leading. Chandler the other day was saying, he's like, man, you hear the things Jeremeko says? I mean, it's strong stuff. So, dude, light us up, man. 22 apps in a week. You're on fire. Let's go, brother. Tell them some of the good stuff in your heart.
Man, oh, man. Well, everything's good. Jeremeko Edwards, hired by Stephen Davies. Everything that I say and do now, Stephen, comes from your leadership, brother. Like over the years, just listening to you. And I'm saying good things about you and Andy behind y'all back, too. Just telling people how much I've grown just from listening to y'all, just little things that I didn't know, being a young kid, just from growing up in the inner city, a lot of stuff we just don't know. And so I learned a lot of things from Steve and Andy throughout the year. So again, thank you, brother, for everything you've taught me. Man, over the last couple of months, I just been I've been keeping my mind set on my goal, right? Because my goal is 800,000 for the year, 800,000 for the year. And so in setting a big goal like that, it's like, we're all in being imperfect. Sometimes we can start thinking to ourselves things that we shouldn't think, like, I can't, I don't feel like it. And so when those thoughts come up, and we're all going to go through them, but over the years, I've learned to just kind of call somebody, right? So if things start going through my head, I'll call Stephen Davies or I'll call Andy, like I'll do something, or either I'll read a book. If I had like an emergency glass, I would put like a certain book in emergency glass, and I'll break the glass and then read it because once you do that, it's like your mind get right, and you can start hitting at your goals again. But like if you allow yourself to just sit in that, in that muck and mire of I can't, I don't believe I can, I don't feel like it. If you allow yourself to sit like that, the time will pass anyway. So I said to myself, 2021, I committed to making 800,000. The year is going to go past anyway. So why would I sit and say, oh, I don't feel like it, or I don't want to, or I don't think it's for me? Why would I have those feelings when the year will pass anyway? I might as well do the best I can. I might as well hit my goals. So, in having that thinking, man, I was able to go out and help, and this, stuff just started coming my way. So most of those applications were referrals. Like I text Stephen one of them. One of them was 6,000 in one house, and that was from a referral. So she wanted me to go see her sister. This husband and wife, the wife wanted me to see her sister. So I get to the sister's house, and it was the sister, her husband, and then she called her mom and her dad, so it's just like a domino effect. But again, that just comes from me setting goals, me putting good vibes out there, me talking to people, and then I'm getting a phone call. So it just comes from helping people, doing my best, being a likable person, and then people will call you back. That's when this business get real good, when people call you, because we get on the phone, but when people call you, man. So now that I set that goal, I just feel like good things will come my way. I got to keep my mind right. And so again, have a book you need to read in case you start getting down on yourself. Have somebody you need to call. You have those two things, you good to go, man. So, Stephen, brother, that's all for me, man. Hey, man, I appreciate your leadership. I appreciate your help. And I'm looking forward to bigger weeks than this.
Heck yeah, dude. I know it's coming, man. Bell's stretching all of us. Good Lord.
Mm-hmm.
But dude, I'm so proud of you. One of the things you said that's huge. I want to make sure everybody picked up on that. When you start thinking something that's not constructive, you take action. Here's what most people do. They sit and waller in it. Or they experience doubt, or someone infects them with doubt. They let it work on them instead of reaching out. If you reach out, if you build that as your built-in reaction to either reach out to someone, Andy told me early on, he said, if you ever start thinking something funny, reach down and call someone yummy. Meaning call someone that's going to make you feel better. Call someone that's going to lead you through that. Call someone that's going to get those thoughts out of your head. And I'll tell you, Jeremeko has called me and said, well, here's what I'm dealing with. Here's what and I'm on the other side going, thank God he called me, because I have 100% dealt with that. I know exactly how to get him through it, and I can help him. And it won't cost him as much. See, when you hesitate, it costs you money. It costs you happiness. It costs you time. When you hesitate and you let things continue to work on you without calling someone that will lead you through it. Now, the other mistake people make, besides letting it work on them and just they'll call someone that will commiserate with them. They'll call someone that'll say, yeah, ain't it awful? Oh, yeah, it's awful. Or, yeah, well, the thing about Bell Krause is they'll reach for commiseration. I don't want commiseration because I don't want to stay there. If you reach for commiseration, you're going to stay there. I want to move past it. So I'm like Jeremeko. When I'm dealing with something, I call Andy. I text Andy, hey, Bo, just working through some things. Whenever you got time, I will make myself available whenever. Because I don't want to stay in that thought process. I want to get to the thought process that gets me to partner. Does that make sense? I want to get to the thought process that gets me to where I want to go, not stay where I don't want to be. So, Jeremeko, that is huge. And big policies, referrals, I'm telling you, In fact, on that note, next Wednesday at 10 a.m., I'm gonna do a training on Zoom with Seth and Adina Decker, showing them how tax-free retirement works. If you want to possibly join in on that and watch, I'm going to show them how to run the illustrations and all that. If you want to join in on that, text me. I'll send you a code. You can come join us, and I'm going to walk them through how to do it. It's not this Wednesday. We're talking next Wednesday, the 10th. So come join us if it'll help you. And one other thing, while we're on that subject, if you are not selling Medicare supplements, you are exposing your clients to other agents. You go in your CRM, you see who you have turning 65 in the next 6 months. If we're not calling them, some other agent will. And guess what they're going to do? They're going to replace your life policy. They're probably going to replace your life policy with something that isn't quite as good so they can make it look cheaper. Now, if you just don't want to do Medicare, that's fine. We have trusted people on our team that will happily take care of that for you. They'll never touch the life business, and they'll make sure that we keep your clients away from the general population of insurance agents. There are a lot of crooks out there. There are a lot of people out there you just do not want in your client's home. So if you're just like, I'm too busy, there's no way I can add Medicare, let us know. Let us protect your clients. Let us get a trusted person in there. We've got a couple trusted people on the team that will absolutely take care of them. One of them's saying, holler right now. Sean will take care of them and he'll do the right thing. So if it's just too much for you, I totally get it. I get it. It's a lot. There's a lot of money too. There's a lot of renewals too. But we need to protect your people. We need to protect them, and we can protect them. We can get their Medicare taken care of without you having to expose your clients to the risk of being exposed to a general agent out there. All right, well, let's get going. Know thyself. Lack of self-awareness is one of the most expensive habits or things that you can have. It's one of the most expensive negative habits you can have. And I'm talking expensive in that it costs you money. I'm talking expensive in that it costs you happiness. I'm talking expensive in that it costs you love. I'm talking expensive as in it costs you fulfillment, not being self-aware. Andy and I were talking about someone we're trying to help, and they're just not self-aware. Like, he don't understand how the things he says are negative. He doesn't understand it. Does that make sense? We're trying to help get their mind right on it. Like, how do we get their mind right? How do we get their mind right? Because we want to get their mind right. Lack of self-awareness is so expensive. Now, here's the blanket statement. We are all unaware to some degree. The key is to be more aware. So what I want to do is I'm going to walk you through some key questions that will help you with self-awareness. It'll help me to hear them again on self-awareness. Because here's the thing. I want to be, not only do I want to be partner in the alliance, I want to be happily, successfully married to Holly. In order for that to happen, for both of those, I've got to be self-aware. If I'm unaware of the way my words make Holly feel, or the things I do make Holly feel, if I'm unaware of that, it's going to cost me. Does that make sense? So I have to be as aware as possible. I have to be as aware as possible. So number one question, and these are all two-sided questions. What is my biggest asset? What is my biggest asset? If I'm looking at me and I'm going, what is my biggest asset? My biggest asset, just to shoot it straight with you like I can, is I don't quit. I don't let up. I don't roll over and die. I don't roll over and pee-pee on myself. When the going gets tough, I get fired up. That's one of my biggest assets. I'm a fighter. Be crystal clear, I'm a fighter. So then the opposite of that is what are my biggest liabilities? One of my biggest liabilities is I tend to be overly optimistic about timelines. I think we can get everything done in the next 10 minutes. And it's a liability I have to be aware of. It causes me to put undue pressure on people in my life because I'm impatient, because I'm overly optimistic about timelines. I have to be aware of that. Does that make sense? I can't tell you how many jams that's put me in with Holly because I was overly optimistic about a timeline. It's a liability. Does that make sense? So what is your biggest asset? What is your biggest liability? And then go, what's my second biggest asset? What's my second biggest liability? What's the key? Be aware of and mitigate the liabilities. Amplify the assets. Amplify the assets, mitigate the liabilities. Number two, what's my highest high? What's my highest high? When I am experiencing what am I feeling my highest? And then what's my lowest low? What's my lowest low? What's the key? Put yourself in position to experience the highs. What's the highest? What are some of the highest highs for me? Some of the highest highs for me are achieving and receiving respect from people I respect, achieving with and receiving respect from people I respect. So if I want to stay emotionally high, I need to put myself in position to be doing the things that lead to achievement and respect for the people I respect. What's my lowest of lows? Figure those out. Keep ourselves away from situations that cause those lowest of lows. Like Jeremeko said, a year's going to go by. Life's going to go by. You ain't getting any younger. You ain't getting any younger. You ain't getting any more. I mean, it's not happening. So time's going to go by. So how do you stay away from your lowest of lows? How do you operate in your highest of highs? How do you, while the time, in the time you got, how do you amplify your assets and mitigate your liabilities? By the way, mitigating your liabilities will likely keep you away from your lowest of lows. What's the lowest? What's one of my lowest of lows? One of my lowest of lows is when Holly's disappointed with me. So my liabilities can lead to that. That's why I have to be aware and mitigate. Does that make sense? Number 3, this is big. One of the biggest separators between achievers and non-achievers is what they allow, the role they allow feelings to have in their life. Low achievers just, they operate how they feel. That's just how I feel. That's just how I feel. I hear you, but is it constructive? So number 3 gets right at that. What is my most worthwhile emotion? And what is my least worthwhile emotion? In other words, you look at the emotions you experience. And by the way, if you don't have any negative answers on these, that's bad. That means you're really self-unaware. Does that make sense? But I know that's not you. But there are people out there. You know who they are. You're related to some of them like I am. You ask me any negative stuff. I don't really have any liabilities. I don't experience any unhelpful or unworthy emotions. You know what I'm saying? Because their head's somewhere else. But that's not me and you. So what's your least worthwhile emotion? I tell you, number 1 that I see around the world, self-pity. Oh my goodness, self-pity. Oh, pitiful me. Oh, I can't believe this happened. I can't believe that. Hello? Life thus far has been unfair. It's likely going to continue to be unfair. Let me tell you something about self-pity. Self-pity is a narcotic. It'll ease the pain for a minute, but it's going to leave you derelict and wasted. I'm telling you, self-pity is a narcotic that leaves its addict wasted and derelict. What are some other least worthwhile emotions? The unfair. Unfair. This is unfair. That's unfair. This is unfair. That's unfair. Unfair. I'm telling you, it's not. Well, where does it get you? Is it getting you any closer to where you want to go? What's your most worthwhile emotion? One of my most worthwhile emotions is I love people. I love people. I love people. So I've got to amplify that. I need to mitigate less worthwhile emotions. Number 4, this is big. I'm gonna try and get this landed on time here. What's my best habit? What's my worst habit? What's my best habit? What's my worst habit? And don't listen to any of the baloney. Don't listen to any of the bull crap you'll try and sell yourself on that worst habit. Don't listen to it. Don't listen to it. Just name it. Just name it. It's crazy when you name a bad habit, it loses its power over you. Recovering addicts will tell you that. Once you name it, it starts to lose its power over you. What's my best habit? What's my worst habit? And then the last 2 get to the heart of getting fulfillment. What's most fulfilling to me and what do I prize most highly? Those help shape the other 4 questions. In other words, the other 4 questions are data driven. Looking at what's most fulfilling to you and what you prize most highly will help you determine what your best habits are and your worst habits, what your most worthwhile emotions are and your least worthwhile emotions. Does that make sense? Once you get the clarity on those last two, watch the other four. You'll start popping off. Well, actually, no, my third worst habit is this. I got to quit doing that. What's my third best habit? I got to do more of that. I'm telling you, spend time. Self-awareness is massive when it comes to happiness, building a business, fulfillment, love, all the good stuff. All the good stuff only goes to the self-aware. Let me tell you something, last thing in closing here. Having stuff to improve on is not a negative. Having stuff to improve on means you're still a work in progress. When we no longer think we have something to improve on, we're at that point a finished product. And at that point, you're just waiting on death. You're just a finished product. I am who I am. There's no more growth there. When there's no more growth, there's no more love, there's no more happiness, there's no more fulfillment, there's no bigger business. All that stuff that's it. So knowing that you got something to work on is the best news I can give you today. That's the best news I can give you today. Knowing you got something to work on means you're still a work in progress, which means me and you, we got another day in the fight. We got another day to get better. That's what it means. We are a work in progress, so let's keep working to get more self-aware. Guys, Holly and I love you. We want you to win more than you can possibly imagine. Come out and see us on the road this week. I'm going to be in Chicago and Cleveland. I will not be in Indianapolis. I'll be in the field Friday, but I'll be in Chicago and in Cleveland both. If you're going to be there, text me. Let me know. I want to see you. I want to get face to face with you. Love y'all. Hammer down.